Hey guys, I am Kali Gipson. I am a salon owner and business coach. I own a brand called Silk and Blow, which is $1 million beauty brand. I have over 20 years experience behind the chair and as a salon owner. I created this channel to bring inspiring stories from other leaders in the industry and also to give you step-by-step tips and plans on how to open a most beautiful and successful salon or barbershop. Now, since you know a little bit about me, let's dive deep into this next interview. I am bringing on a beautiful young lady, very intelligent, very talented. I've known her since hair school. Now she is a salon owner of one of the best hair extension salon in Gwinnett County. Please help me welcome Miss Chaz Hands.
Welcome to the Kali Gipson Show.
Hi, Bestie. Hi, Bestie.
Yeah, I didn't even say all of that. The other part, I was gonna wait until we started.
Okay.
Bestie, you know, sister.
Mentor. Mentee. Yes.
How you doing today?
I am just happy to be here with you.
Welcome, welcome. We are gonna let everyone know like how amazing you are. And I want them to know like your journey and where you are today and pretty much the next steps for you. How you feel about sharing that information?
I'm excited. It's time. It's time. You are, for me, and I know others as well, but I'm just going to speak for myself. You are a big blueprint for me. And that's not just saying just to be talking, but I am where I am truly because of my sister. And she is very much my sister. Through and through.
He has no problem. You know, some people don't have humility or they can't give flowers to others. Every time we get together, before she starts talking about herself, she bring me up, and I love you for that.
I can't wait.
This is all about
happy
you.
to get where you are. I can't say without bringing you up. That's just the truth.
Oh, thank you, Chad.
That's just the honest truth, seriously.
So, you know, we met, 15 years ago? 2011 at Paul Mitchell.
I know.
I did
I was
the
like
interview.
18 years old. I'm 34 years old. That's crazy.
I did my interview with Elise. That was in our core
My
too,
favorite.
Right?
That was so awesome. If y'all didn't watch that, go watch it.
Go and watch
Those
that.
things.
Go and watch that.
All the gems.
So from 2011 to today, did you see your career going the way that it went?
It's crazy because when I started, I always said I did not want to be a behind the chair stylist. Like I thought that I just kind of wanted to just jump in the industry, like do artistic stuff, do movies, do this and do that. Like I just thought I would just jump into it. Not really knowing the buildup of everything and how to make a solid life for myself. Cause you know when you're young, it's like I've been doing hair since I was 9 years old. So it's like it got to a point where it's always fun. I make my money. I work hard. People like me. They're attracted to me. I'm like, I can do it, you know. But you go to salons, you start working, you start getting experiences, and you realize it's not as simple as you think it is. And you do definitely need the basics of working in a salon because it will teach you the things you need to know to go to the industry, work for movies, and you know, do all that stuff because you need a base. We need a base, and school does not teach you. I don't even know what's the word. Like, what would you say the word is? Like, school teaches you like the basics. They don't teach you real life skill, business skill, even the communication that you need to know how to have with dealing with.
It's layers to it.
It's layers to it.
Yeah, and sometimes when you get people straight from school, they do everything so by the book.
Yes.
And that's not how life is.
It's
ain't by
not
the book
how it is.
at all.
So it was a reality check for sure.
So you worked in multiple environments, including mine.
Yeah.
I seen you go from student, you know, you got your license, stylist, suite owner, business owner, and you also have, what I forget?
Manager.
Manager.
That was a big thing.
And the salon owner, and you have products that you sell, like the hair
Right.
extensions.
Right.
Out of all of those roles, which role do you feel like had the most impact on you?
I brought up the manager part because that was my biggest learning point. Because I feel like I always was naturally talented with doing hair. And of course I learned that you go to school, And you learn those things with just skill-wise. And even going to salons before I came out here to Gwinnett, because you were the reason I came to Gwinnett. I'm from Decatur, Georgia. I was in salons at 15 years old doing booth rent. Even to the point I was paying $25 a week for a booth.
Ooh.
Yeah, just to be in there because the owner really didn't know.
So this is pre-licensed?
This is pre-licensed.
Okay.
I'm 15, 16, 17, 18 before I went to Palm Mitchell. And just being in those different salons, you really realize how us Black people, I'm just gonna speak for us because that's what we are. We don't really know. We don't really. I feel like we just now learning how to take it to the next level. Like it's always been booth rent, and it's such a different type of culture when it comes to the commission. So I go back to say the manager part was my biggest thing because yes, you can learn how to do hair, yes, you can learn how to do skills, but if you don't know time management, if you don't know scheduling, if you don't know how to pay yourself, you don't know how to allocate your money and pay for products and pay for yourself and pay for the function of your whole things. Because even if you are a booth renter, you have to pay for products. You have to pay for your life, literally. And if you don't focus on where things need to go, you will just float. We just gonna float out here. We end up like, where's my money? When tax time comes, it's like, oh, geez.
Nobody want to pay taxes.
Nobody want to pay taxes. We don't know how to pay taxes. So being in that manager position with you, which started after Kali's hair studio, I got there, we were making great money. That was the first time I ever knew I could make $800 in 1 week. I said, oh my goodness, what?
And you were young.
I was so young. I was like 22. I'm like, whoa, okay, I will never forget. It was my first week. I made $800. And I was like, okay, so this is what we doing. Okay. So I keep working. And you would ask me about things about my experiences, because she didn't just let me come in and be a manager, y'all, just because I was her friend and I was her little friend from hair school. Like I had some experiences with working at different salons and just seeing different ways that people ran their shops. And we kind of just talked about that all the time. Like, so what did you do? You always want to know, like, everybody's experiences to get to where you are. So that's why I really, I picked up on it. I'm like, you have to be open to listening to people and their experiences because that's how you really learn. And that's one thing I can say. You put me in that position and trusting me to even try to do it because I had never been in a manager position, but I had managers and I was a top stylist. So it's like, okay, they want you to do certain things. They want you to be more responsible. And I didn't know how to do that.
There's some things you don't really get it until you're in the role.
Until you're in the role, literally. So the main thing that set me up to be a salon owner now is being a manager at Press Bar. And Press Bar was the name before Silk and Blow, just to let y'all know if y'all didn't know.
She been around. You've been with me since it was Kali's Hair Studio.
Yes.
Kali's Hair Studio and Press Bar.
Yes.
Kali Hair Studio and Virgin Hair Store.
Yes.
Then Press Bar by itself. Silk
Yes.
and Blow. And that's when she expanded and got her own thing going at the Press Bar.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about that. Was that 2020 when you opened up your
That was
salon?
2020 during the pandemic, right before the pandemic, right before everything shut down.
So what made you say, all right, I'm ready for my own salon?
Okay, that's a good question. Because I
hope I didn't push you to it.
No, because having a suite, like after, because even before that, when we were at Kali's Hair Studio, that was a whole different type of growth because I was on the floor, like the regular booth rent situation. Then it's like you kind of transition that. I feel like that was like one of your biggest experiments with having all these stylists come in and be not booth renters, but it's kind of crazy because we kind of move like booth renters.
I had those suites in the back.
Not yet. I'm talking about before you even did that.
Okay.
It was like we were just kind of experimenting. You had us in there, but we were still doing commission, but we kind of moved like booth rent. So I feel like you gave us a lot of leeway. And, you learned a lot of lessons with that. We learned a lot of lessons with that. And it's like, okay, if we're going to do commission, you have to have a little bit more restraint on stuff. And I see exactly where you are now is because that stuff, it can take you, booth rent can really take you to a real super duper free place which some people like, but when you're trying to really get to like an empire, I feel like you have to have more structure. And booth rent will not get you there. I can honestly say that.
I agree with you, and you
I've
understand.
learned.
That's my motto.
Yeah.
Like commission is my motto, no matter if it's employees or if it's 1099. So if we talk about you being a salon owner, tell us about your salon.
Okay, so my salon is named the House of Lace, Wigs and More Salon. I specialize in wigs, extensions. I've been doing wigs literally since I did my first wig ponytail on myself when I was 9 years old. So I've been really like into learning how to really empower women with weaves. Because all of us, we're not all blessed with having hair all down our back. And some people don't want to have a shortcut, you know? So I really wanted to make that a thing. And especially when my mom got sick with cancer, the wig thing, like I always was into pieces, but when my mom got sick with cancer, it was like, okay, we got to take this to another level. Like, how do I make these wigs be a thing? Even to the point where my mom, she was helping me make wigs. When I first started, before I even got my salon, it's like, I want to focus on wigs. And my mom would literally help me make the wigs. We were trying to figure it out. Me and you, we were working like, oh, wigs, that's becoming a thing.
I remember that
figure it
to sell the hair.
Yeah.
You remember the name of it?
KC Extensions.
KCE, wasn't it?
No.
Just KC Extensions and Wigs.
KC Sterling Extensions. That's what it was.
Sterling wasn't on there.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I got to look
Oh my
back.
gosh, y'all. Yeah, we did kind of like start a wig and extension thing together.
Yeah.
And it was back
You
in
didn't realize
Cali
how much
studio.
work was involved in that.
Oh my God.
Keeping up with orders, keeping up with the hair,
Oh
keeping
my
up with the
God.
different lengths and textures.
But that was the first
and trying
one.
out hair.
Exactly.
That was one
We
of the
literally
worst
wasted like $10,000 on a bad batch of hair. That was like my first time really understanding, like you really can waste some money. Like, or not waste it, but it takes a lot of money to even start that type of business. And I learned a lot from that as well.
Let's get into the hair and get into the wigs. Is there a wig for every woman?
There's a wig for every woman. And every wig is not created equal at all. You have your lace fronts, you have your closure wigs, you have your no lace wigs, where it's just tracks. Honestly, I feel like it's more of a need. I kind of hate where we're going with it when it comes to the younger girls. I know that's like a random thing to bring up, but it's a problem I see every day.
What's a trend or what's a problem that you see arising or something you want to fix?
So, yes, I do specialize in wigs and weaves and extensions and everything, but I'm very much for healthy hair care. Like, I don't think you should damage your hair just for a look. I don't believe in that. If you have a whole full good hairline, you have full nice healthy hair, I would say put your money more into your natural hair and make wigs and extensions a luxury, a extra. Because there are women out here that don't have that luxury. They don't have hair. They don't have a choice because they have alopecia. They have
even
anything
from
cancer,
like
all of that stuff. Like hair loss is just like something they can't control. So when you can't control it, I feel like you need to take advantage of that. Don't use these wigs and this stuff to rely on it. So I try to tell my younger clients, because like I said, I do specialize in natural hair. I do silk press, blowouts, trimming. Like you're not gonna come and get you a weave and a wig without me taking care of your natural hair. That's a must. And that's the real cosmetologist. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Like I said, I specialize in the wigs, but I do not believe in these girls going to spend $300, $400 on wigs. And they don't even take the time out to go get their natural hair done.
Yeah.
That's something that needs to change.
It starts younger and younger.
It starts younger and younger. Like, it is unnecessary.
So what do you think caused that?
Trends and being in. Because I'll have girls with a whole hairline. Oh, they got baby hair all by their eyebrows, and they still want a wig. Why do you want a wig? Like, just learn how to take care of your hair.
So is it deeper than just convenience now?
Yes.
Because at first people were popping on wigs vacation
or
just convenience. And especially the kind of clients we get, the natural girlies, they're like, oh, my hair just don't last when it's hot outside.
Exactly.
So they'll go and get a wig. But now, what would you say it is?
It's way past convenience.
Like a lifestyle, huh?
It's a lifestyle. It's a sacrifice almost. Like, I got to have this wig. If I don't have these inches, I'm not gonna fit in type thing. And I just really kind of hate that because it's not necessary. Because there's girls out here that really, really have no choice. And for you to have a whole full head of hair and say, I want to go and buy a wig and keep it on for 2 months and it's bald at the top, but you got a whole full head of hair up under that wig. You think it's worth you walking around with a crusty, dusty old wig because you can't keep up with the lifestyle. You can't afford it. It's not, everybody cannot afford
So
wigs.
a wig is a lifestyle.
Very much so. Keeping up quality wigs and installs, like you can buy wigs now. Not just wigs, but installing. You know, install proper installs. That's the lifestyle. And wigs too, I guess we could say overall wigs are, but when they go as far as taking it beyond your means, you know, and it's unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you look at other options before you jump to that? If you have other options, because some don't.
How much is a wig on average? A good quality wig.
A great quality wig will at least start you at $300. And especially with the girls, like with the length and all the fullness and the lusciousness, they will at least $350. But the thing about it is, with them wanting to be so they don't care how much they pay. They go to Amazon and pay $100 for a $30-inch wig, and then they'll come get it installed and wonder why it doesn't look like the girl on the internet. It's not the same quality, babe.
Do you feel like hairstylists are taking advantage of trends right now for their benefit? Like, I see prices sometimes for wigs, $2,500.
Yes. I definitely think
are
they're
they
taking
overdoing
advantage.
it?
Yes. Not all, because
they're not getting it. It's not like the highest quality. What hair would you say is the best? Indian or
raw Indian?
Okay, so it's not even raw Indian.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
These girls are just, and the stylist may not even have a license, you know, and they're charging these high prices for these wigs.
Yes, they're taking
What do
advantage.
you say about that?
They're taking big advantage because, like I said, the girls want it so bad they don't care. It's just like, and then you have the girls that, the younger girls that are learning. And that's the trend. So, of course, they are like, okay, I'm going to just charge so-and-so just to get them through the door. But they might go get a wig off of Amazon, the stylist, the young stylist or whoever, like, that's trying to I don't want to say get over, but they try to make their money. They'll go buy a wig from a cheaper place and then try to sell it as a higher quality. Mm-hmm. Now, I do recommend, of course, you got to put some money on top. Like, it's not just you just buying a wig, you're not doing anything to it to customize it, but it has to make sense. And a lot of young girls don't even know. They're just like, okay, is that a price? Can we do that? Is that okay? They just take whatever they can get. And I just feel like that's just kind of crazy.
Being in the hair extensions field, I can imagine that some people might want to do chargebacks often on products. Or have you experienced that before?
Luckily, thankfully, I have not really dealt with it.
Oh, you are blessed.
Thankfully, seriously. Like, seriously, I can say, in me doing hair for almost, Lord Jesus, let's say after my license, what's that, 12 years, I haven't really had any crazy, no chargebacks. Like, nobody just said, oh, I spent $500, I want my money back.
Now, what about making a mistake, and you may not have known that it was bad quality hair, but have you ever made a wig with bad quality hair and a client called about it and you like, okay, I believe you because I remember as I was making it, that quality probably wasn't the best. And what did you do in that situation?
That was like super early in my
beginning.
Yeah. And I would just, first off, it makes sense, because some people, they will come to you and make some stuff up, or it's something that you just have to it's an individual type of situation. But the one case that I can't think of, I feel like as a business owner, you have to take responsibility, because we know enough to know when we take a risk.
Or not. Okay.
You know, like like this might not be the best situation, especially when you just starting off. But now it's like, okay. But starting off is like, okay, it's kind of, and I hate to say experimenting, but that's what it is. That's because that's how we learn. But with that comes, you might have to refund somebody. You might have to do a free service. You might have to fix something, and that's okay.
So what do you say about these stylists now that have that kind of attitude? Like, I don't care. No refund, no redo. Even the ones like you don't get the address until after you pay the deposit the day
The
of
ones that
your
don't give a
appointment.
deposit back when they done ones that cancel.
Yeah. Are they making our industry better
They're
or
making it
worse?
difficult. They're making it difficult. They're making it really difficult because not all of us are like that. And I feel like it's greedy. It's greedy and it's not realistic because if somebody do that to you, how would you feel?
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in that position. And because things do happen, but it's like, okay, what would I want this stylist to do to fix the situation? Because I might like how they do my hair. It might just be one situation that I don't like. But if she would have handled it differently, I would have went back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think about that myself. Like, I have a lot of patience. Like, my nails I've been at the same nail salon for 10 years. So it takes a lot for me. Like, you really have to play and like really mess me up for me to move on to something else. I'm very understanding. But everybody's not understanding like that. And I had to learn that some people are very hot-tempered. They're real quick. They want what they want when they want it. And no matter how nice I am, they might not receive that. And sometimes that's okay, but all I can do is be fair. Like, I feel like it's like, as a business owner, you have to just be fair. Like, you take your losses, and even with the customers are not always right. So I have to move off of what's fair. And if I have to lose you as a client because you are not being fair to me and I'm being fair to you, that's okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Have you ever had to block a client?
Yes.
Yes. Have you seen that? Did you ever see that client in public?
No, I've had a client, I had to block her on my site to not book, but she kept calling me. She kept calling me.
I thought you were
to
going to say she booked under a different name.
Have I had somebody do that? No, because I haven't really had anything, like I said, anything that was so bad, I blocked you from booking, period. So you would have to reach out to me. And I guess, I don't know if they ever thought to even put it up under anybody else's name. Because if you come in here, we'd have had a whole situation. I don't care what name you're under, ma'am.
Okay, so when she called you, did you book her?
No. I had her name under do not book. No, ma'am. No, because I'm all about respect. Like, I take accountability for the things I do wrong when it comes to my business. I'm not keeping nobody's money, nobody's deposit. If I need to redo something, I don't have a problem with doing it, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. But you're not gonna disrespect me. And once we get to a point of disrespect, we can't move forward. And there's a lot of people, they play back and forth. Like, there's no back and forth. If you can speak to me respectfully, like I'm speaking to you, we can find a resolution, or we don't have to do this. And people, I feel like some people like drama. I don't like drama. Life is hard enough. If I can help you, I can. If I can't.
Speaking of the drama, I'm glad you said that. Some salon owners don't think about that when they open, and especially when they hire, they just fill their chairs with whoever. Are you at a point where you're hiring right now?
I am.
Okay. What's important to you with any stylist that you allow to work in your salon?
My first main thing is being able to communicate, because in the first steps of interviewing anybody, I need you to tell me, like, you have those times where you might be a little late. I don't care if you're 2 minutes late. Hello, hey Chaz, I'm gonna be 10:02. That's how I move. Like, if I'm gonna be a little late, I don't care if it's only 5 minutes. I'm gonna tell you so you can be prepared for that. I'm not just gonna walk in late and act like you just should be okay with that. I feel like that's respect. So that's like a red flag to me if you cannot communicate. I don't care what it is, even the smallest thing.
I mean, but what if they're so good, they can get the client out quick, you have no questions about their work, it's flawless, but they're always late?
No. Time is a big thing to me. Time is very important to me. I feel like that's one thing I am popular for. People know, Chaz not gonna have you in there all day. And if I am running late or I'm a little bit behind, even if it's 30 minutes, I don't want you just sitting in my shop, just sitting in my face if you can go get you something to eat. If you need to go you might have to do something a little extra that you could do.
And she's happy that you're 30 minutes behind, yeah.
I'm gonna let
It's the
you know
respect.
to give you a little bit of leeway. Because why if you don't, I feel like if you are a stylist and you are seasoned, you know your time. We know how long it take to do stuff. You know if you got half a head to curl, you got 15 more minutes and you already behind. Call, at least text her and say, hey, I run a couple of minutes behind. You know, you just don't eat. If you want to wait, that's okay, but I just wanted to let you know. It don't take much to say that. But when people sit there, they wondering like, well, is she okay? Like what? When they wondering, that's what stresses them out. They don't know how long it's gonna take, because somebody else might take 45 more minutes to curl a head, and another person may take 10 minutes. They don't know how long they're gonna be sitting there waiting. So at least communicate, and I can honestly say that's one of my biggest things. And you know, one thing I was thinking about too. You know how people have jobs and they talk junk about their jobs and they just like, oh, I hate this. I hate that.
Yes.
I'd rather you talk to me. Like, you ain't gotta say, oh, I hate that you do this. If you have something that you don't like, say something. Like, I will respect that more than you going behind my back talking to your other coworkers and making a whole kind of little, you know what I'm saying? Because the other people might be okay, but just because you're talking, you're spreading negativity. Except for coming to the source, and we could have fixed it. I'm that type of owner, boss.
Hey guys, it is me again. And real quick, if you are serious about opening your salon, you should know that now is the best time to open a salon. I've opened up a couple exclusive spots for one-on-one calls if you're ready to start now. To book a call, you could just head to the description, or if you're following me on Instagram at I am Kali Gipson, Kali with a K, and Gipson with a G and P like Peter. I love you guys. And if you're not following me, what's stopping you? The link to book a call with me is also in my Instagram bio as well, okay? So go ahead and book now and let's start that dream salon, and I'll talk to you soon. So if one of your staff members, you find out like they are the one that's like the bad apple out the bunch and spreading stuff, and you start noticing everyone else is slightly acting different towards you. You walk in, now no one is speaking to you now. What needs to happen?
A meeting immediately, because I like communication. Like, we need to talk about it. I don't like that. My energy is very important, and honestly, that's what has because I told you I took a little time off, and I've been working by myself in my shop, and people are like, oh, you got other stylists here? I'm like, no, it's just me. And they think it's so unbelievable, but it's like, it's not. It's not. It's really not that hard to do. But I did
Is that because you put your piece first over
did.
everything?
I did. And I had to step back because I had stylists in there, I had makeup artists in there. I even had one of my little cousins working for me. And that's one thing I probably wouldn't do again. Family members. And if we do, it will have to have a lot of stipulations, a lot of boundaries, and probably a little bit more distance. Because you have family members that are, like, real close to you, and you have some that are not so close. And I would rather them not be too close. And I'm gonna be honest, because I'm a little simp. For the people I love, I'm a little softy. So I need to know my boundaries. So if I know I love you too much, I'm gonna be a little easier on you, and I can't do that. Because that's gonna cost me.
Business.
Yeah, it's gonna cost me my business.
That's a tough one.
It is.
I've even been in partnerships with family.
Yeah.
It's tough because when you don't agree on something, well, it all depends on the person that you're either working with or in partnership with, because sometimes they can take things, but usually when you have to talk to that, well, for me, when you have to talk to that family member, it's difficult.
It's like, because you don't
gotta breathe first. Think about like how it's gonna come out your mouth, because
you care about them.
Outside of business, you're still family. I'm gonna see you at some point.
And don't be mad at me. Like,
when we see each other, it's just business.
It's just business. And I gotta do what I have to do for my business. But I still love you.
I'm with you. And it's been times I had family working for me. And I come to a point too, like, I think I just need to keep those two separated.
Exactly.
You just watch my greatness from a distance.
Yeah. It's a lot simpler. It really is. Because you can stand on your standards and your boundaries.
Yeah. And if it's something else that I can contribute to later on that don't involve me, maybe somebody else, I would definitely put you on.
Exactly.
But we probably need to keep the two separate.
Exactly.
So I heard you say that you are working alone. Have you come to the point where you're like, okay, it's time for something else?
It is. Because you can only do so much by yourself. just really just all the way around, physically, business-wise, your personal life. Like, it takes so much out of you. And two, I feel like it's becoming to the point where it wasn't exciting anymore. Like, I needed the peace, and I have that, and I have more understanding too. With me stepping away and have had a whole staff and stepping away from that completely, it's like, okay, I have a little bit more clarity.
How long has it been?
What's this? 26, 2 years.
Okay. Do you feel like those 2 years maybe held you back a little bit from the success that you are striving for now?
Yes. And the thing is, my assistant that I had her for 5 years. It's like, really, the whole time I opened the salon, I had her, and she was so awesome. And she ended up moving on, doing her own thing. And I feel like they kind of, she was like a little comfort for me because we had a consistency. It just, you get comfortable. And I can't say I won't do that again. I will not just have one person for my daily operations. I need at least 2 to 3 because I don't want to get too comfortable.
Yeah. What positions do you want to hire for?
Assistant, because I definitely feel like assistant can do multiple things. It could be a manager role. I mean, manager role meaning keeping the booking appointments, answering the phones, especially if it's just me and her during that time. And even when you add other stylists in there, she can answer the phone, she can help shampoo,
help maintain and clean
clean up. That's very important. Customer service, like being a buffer in between everything. So definitely a assistant. Honestly, multiple assistants, because that definitely helps. And if I'm still in the shop, I would definitely, I guess that's the question I have for you. Like, is with me still being in there, I know with hiring a manager, I would have to train the manager. But would you wait until you're ready to step away to do a manager and just have assistants and your stylist and you pretty much be the person and bring somebody in and slowly get them in? Or just like, hey, okay, these are my assistants, these are the stylists, let me go hire a manager? What would you
Figuring out what your business needs with the roles is a little confusing, right? Because the money that we spend out for that position, we're so connected to that money. And it's like, I don't want to waste it on the wrong person.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay this person and they doing the same thing I'm doing, or I'm still going behind them, doing things. So I would say do what your business can support.
Financially.
Financially, for one. And also put somebody in place with the stuff that's the most important as far as the task. So whatever you want to delegate and stop doing the most, that's a position I would hire for.
Right.
So if you're trying to get away from behind a chair, then you need to bring somebody in that's going to help you to start working less. So that could be your manager. But from what I'm learning, because I'm still learning on some ways that I want to transition my salon to, what I'm learning is when I was hiring managers that did not do hair, because you will get them stylists that call you like, I think I'm tired of being behind a chair, but I still love the industry. I want to just work there without taking clients. I went right on in hard hiring those type. But the way my shops operate, they see everything that happens. They see how much money the stylist is bringing in. And then they're like, well, dang, I think I need to get behind a chair. And now they want to get behind a chair.
Yeah.
So now I'm right back to trying to find a manager. So now my next managers are going to be working managers.
They are going to be stylists.
They're going to be behind a chair.
Okay.
But on top of that, I can pay them an hourly to manage some other things. And
so you prefer that?
We're going to see. This will be my first time doing it.
Okay.
But I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Right.
Because they are still getting a little extra for the small things that they're doing. One thing that I was doing is giving so much to my manager. Like, every single thing I didn't want to do, this person is doing it all. But I realized they're not going to handle all of that stuff like I would. Because it's my shop.
Right.
It's not theirs.
Right.
Even though you want someone to love your business like it's theirs and treat it like it's theirs.
It's not possible.
Come on, you got to be realistic.
Yeah.
These people still want to check.
Exactly.
It's super rare you'll find someone that will treat it like yours. I was very special to find someone like you. But out of all the other women I know, it's only one Chaz, right? So for me to keep finding Chaz, that probably would never happen,
Girl.
So now since I know, like, okay, let me make it beneficial for everybody involved.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving so much to my managers now. But now the next person under them could be an assistant manager or it could be a lead. Or I even love the way another guest of mine had different names instead of using lead or assistant. She had cute names for it. But who's ever under the manager, they could take on some of the things that I was giving the manager. Right. So now that manager is not overwhelmed because if you're behind a chair, it's only so much you can do anyway.
And you're still getting a stylist and a manager.
At the same time,
right?
And then so the one under them, they'll do some of the lighter things. Right. So now I have two that's
and
still
the money is balancing out.
Yeah. They're still taking clients, so revenue is coming in.
Exactly.
And then I am giving them a little bit additional, but less than what I would have been giving them if they were only a manager. So, you know, we're going to see.
Yeah,
that's what I said too. When awesome. Shout out to my girl Wanda. I'm like, girl,
that's awesome.
Let me try that. So I'll get back with y'all soon and let you know how that went. But I realized like my shop, they need a manager. If there's no manager there, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love developing a business that I could sell later.
Yeah.
So is retirement in your future?
As far as like being behind the chair?
Yeah, just
yeah, well.
Or do you still love taking clients?
I still love taking clients. I think what I want to do is kind of take it to another direction. Do more like freelance type things where I don't just have to be in the salon because I do makeup as well. So I would like to go and, you know, travel, do a wedding or get on a set, do a
while your salon still running south.
Exactly.
So you would have who running that shop while you're gone? A manager?
A manager / assistant or a manager / stylist. And that's why I definitely like that because being a stylist, you'll be able to take the clients. Because if I just had a manager there that doesn't do hair, I still need the other stylists.
And that was the thing. I had that under my manager's job duties. But you got to be real. They only going to take so many clients because in their mind is like, well, I'm still making the same amount if I take one client or no clients.
Exactly.
So after a while, all of that starts to change. So even though I'm on a different caliber of salon owner or stylist, I am still learning too, because we're still creating something brand new that don't exist. So with you hiring, with you knowing like how you want your salon to go, do you have a timeline that you want to get all of this done?
You know, I say by the end of the year, I want to at least have my salon running to where I don't have to be the main stylist in my shop. As far as, you know, things won't be perfect, but as far as me just kind of not having to be the main person.
You have to let go of some stuff.
I will have to, and that's one thing I'm working on, trying to just be more, not even stressing. Because I remember in our the workshop, the main thing you said was like we have to get out of our emotions with dealing with stylists and human beings, period. Because it's easy to get kind of caught up in a little emotional, especially when you have been through some things with people. And so that's one thing I'm trying to learn, business is business. You just got to just keep it what it is. You have to have your rules, your system, and your boundaries, and just stick to it. And that's just how it has to be. Otherwise, you will be stressed out in your feelings. Like, I don't want to do that.
So what's the hardest part about letting go?
Trusting.
Yeah, I was going to say letting go and trusting somebody else.
Because I know what I want and I know what my clients expect.
Yeah.
And so let somebody just come in, I need them to be able to bring that type of this type of standard to the House of Lace.
Yeah. And, you know, letting go and trusting somebody else can run your business. The hardest part, in my opinion, is just doing it.
Just doing it.
You're right. You got to trust yourself and know, like, my brand is strong enough and I'm strong enough
to take it. Yeah, to deal with it. You're right. It's very much a me thing. It's me.
And a lot of this part about just being an owner is a personal thing at the end of the day.
It is.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am proud of myself. And I have to remind myself sometimes because we're not perfect and we go back and forth. We learn. And of course, like you say, you're still learning. We learn and this is just how it is. And I've I'm just trying to make it make sense because I've been through things and I don't want it to be in vain. So it's like I want to be smarter about knowing exactly. If I know better, I need to do better.
Yep, I'm with you on that. And with this being a year that you want to get the business how you want it, I asked you what was your timeline for that, right? And I didn't let you finish that because we started talking about something else. But do you have a timeline, like within 12 months, 2 years?
Like,
where do you want to see yourself?
So by this time next year, I would definitely want to be able just to, I want to have all my stations filled and have it flowing to where if I want to come in, or I have my clients that I still do, I'll come in and do them, but I wouldn't have to be the whole operation of everything. That's really the main thing. Because I feel like once I do that, I will be more comfortable to move on to other things. But I need the consistency. I need to see it. And I need to work it myself.
Is your salon a niche salon? You know, like some people say niche, some people say niche.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like we just do one thing. Like, so right now, it's like more of just wigs, sew-ins, quick wigs, more extension based. But like I said, on the flip side, I'm still into healthy hair care.
Are you gonna keep it like that with the new people you hire? Like they have to do extensions?
Yes.
So you want to be known as the only place to come to for the best wigs and
weaves, extensions, yes. But still, we're not taking your hair out. We're taking care of your hair at the same time. I want that to be a big thing as well. Not just, we just throwing a wig on your head and just throwing some weave in your hair and whatever happens after that is whatever happens. No, I want it to be, I still want to help when it comes to taking care of your hair because I am a cosmetologist and I know how to take care of hair. And I want that to be a main thing. And I do want to teach the young girls how to do that while they're trying to keep up with the trends at the same time. But you could do both. You could definitely do both.
Do you think it's easy hiring?
No, it's not easy hiring. No, you know what? I'll take that back. It is easy hiring, but keeping or finding quality people, that's the hard part.
Where do you find them at?
Ooh, girl, you tell me. You tell me, friend. I don't know.
It's kind of like, hell, if you knew it, everything would be
perfect. It'll be right there. Like, but I can say, like you said earlier on other interviews, I do agree with having more stylists that are fresh and new, like from school. Because I can say, not to knock my more seasoned stylists, which I am now, we got to be stuck in our ways, you know. Not everybody.
Hold us back. I feel it. Do you feel it hold
yes, yes. But then too, like you said, the niche. Some people have their niche and it works for them.
Yeah.
Because you still have those clients that still want those. They don't want all this new stuff, you know.
And it's also okay if you're a stylist and you ain't trying to grow. You just want to keep that clientele and that's it. But for those that want to last, you have to change up and you have to be okay with coaching. Same in any business. Go look at Blockbuster. They went out of business. They wasn't ready to change. Netflix came around and knocked them on out. So same thing can happen when you're a hairstylist. All these new things come about and can knock you out. So even if you are a niche, within that niche, you still need to keep up with the trends. Yeah. I believe.
No, definitely. At least one way or another, because there's so many different new things every day. So just pick something. I mean, it don't have to be all of them. Just definitely add something to it.
So I asked you earlier about how you felt about the wigs and then the younger girls, if they keeping up with the hair underneath. We went through all of that. Is there any other thing with our industry you feel need to change?
I feel like we need to be a little bit more, we need to communicate more with each other. I feel like we're doing it now a little bit with social media. But because of the whole sweet culture now, people is like, it's all for one. Like, I'm just by myself. And it's like, I didn't grow up in that. So, and I have to remind myself that, like, I actually like the whole setup of being in the salon and there's multiple stylists around. Because I did the sweet thing, which was cool. You know you can stand on your own. I feel like when you know you can stand on your own, testing yourself, having a suite is a good test to know if you can really run like bring yourself, because you still would have to do it in a booth rent situation, but it will be a lot more smooth. But when you are around other stylists like back in the day, we talk more, we communicate more, we learn from each other more. We kind of losing that a little bit. And not to say all together, but now, with the internet, everybody got their classes, and I do love that. I definitely love that. But you didn't have to pay for no class back in the day. You just walk up to Miss Shirley and she be doing finger waves, and you just learn how to do finger waves. She will show you how to do it. Or I will show somebody, how you fix it? How you do this on it? I'll show you how to lay your tracks flat.
I think we're so stuck on monetizing so much now.
Monetizing is kind of selfish. Yeah. And which, we should be for sure, but I feel like it's the community and we should treat it like that a little better, because we have a lot of people against us. They be so mad at us, and it's like, y'all don't even understand. Only we understand. So I feel like we should do better with kind of supporting each other.
You mean like as stylists and stylists?
Stylists to stylists. Because I feel like we did that.
I agree with you.
We've done that. And I feel like it's needed. Matter of fact, just through my whole career, I've had other stylist friends that I can lean on, and it made stuff make sense.
See, and that's another reason why this channel was created, because it's like, okay, we can't touch everybody face to face all the time. So now we got to get on the net. And more people can connect that way.
Yeah.
And then maybe once a month or so many times throughout the year, connect in person. So we're going to build it. Because like you said, it's needed. So what's next for Chaz and your salon?
I am ready to get fully staffed. I can't lie. I miss having walking in the shop on Saturdays, everybody just doing their own thing. I do miss that. I miss that. So that's something I'm really working on. I'm working on finding quality and not just hire anybody. Because like you said, I've seen that with you. I've done it with you where we need to get some stylists up in here and then hire somebody. And it's like, okay, we just hold on to them just to have somebody in here, or really they need to go, but we're trying to give them a chance, and I know that comes with it, but I feel like if you have, like you said, your system, you know what you're looking for. It's no teeter-tottering. It's just, this is what it is. We're going to stick to it. And if you can't do it, period.
Wow. All right. Well, I am on the edge of my seat, just sitting there with my popcorn and my little notebook, taking notes on everything you're doing.
Well, I just want you to be proud of me. I feel like I'm a little mini, so I feel like you should be. I just want you to be proud of me. And it's not even on those jobs. People following people know, when you have a good mentor and a good friend that love you and have good intentions for you, you can only do the same thing back if you are really in the same mind frame. And I feel like we always been like that. Always.
For life, right? So y'all, I want y'all to follow my sis, Chaz Hands. Please let them know. Even if you need a great place to work at, take note, follow, and give her a call. But let them know your platform.
And I do train. That's what comes with being the commission salon. I train you. I'm going to nurture you. Just give me the love and loyalty back. That's all. And I want everybody to grow. So if you want to join the team, you want to come get your wigs done, whatever you need, you can follow us at _the House of Lace Salon on Instagram, and then the House of Lace Salon.com. So book your appointments to apply, to just come see me. So, we are out way. Look, we like to make money over here. We like to look good. Ain't that right, Fred?
That's right. Where are you located?
Lawrenceville, off of oh Lord Jesus, Hurricane Shows, being silly, in Lawrenceville. Yes.
What's the address?
57 Hurricane Shows Northwest, Lawrenceville, Georgia.
We all love Chaz. We're going to end it right here. Y'all going to have to just keep following to see more. If there's any questions that you would love my guest to answer that you need answers to, drop them below and I'll make sure to pop them out with my next guest. Or I can follow up with whatever guest is your favorite. Just let me know. And continue to follow, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. I am Kali Gipson is my Instagram, also my website, and also the channel. Thank you so much. Well, actually, the channel is Kali Gipson, but everything else is I am Kali Gipson. And I'll talk to y'all soon.
Welcome to the Kali Gipson Show.
What's up with that clap?
We both did it.